All right, let's talk about financial freedom. Today, we're going to cut right through all the noise and give you the essential money moves that can actually change your life. We're talking simple habits and the one massive advantage you probably don't even realize you have. Let's get right into it. So let me just ask you a question straight up. When it comes to money, do you ever feel like you're kind of being left behind? Well, the truth is, there's this huge knowledge gap out there, and it's leaving millions of people on the sidelines. And you know what? It starts way earlier than you think. For example, and this is wild, recent surveys show that a staggering 1 in 5 students can't create a simple budget. Just think about that. A core life skill is just completely missing for a huge chunk of the population. And it doesn't stop there. One U.S. report found that 22% of American teens, they lack the most fundamental financial skills. And look, this isn't just some local issue. If we zoom out, we see that globally, about a third of all adults are considered financially illiterate. We're talking billions of people starting out with a major disadvantage. So here's the big takeaway from all that. If you feel like you're behind, it is not your fault. These skills are hardly ever taught in school. But here's the flip side, and this is important. That knowledge gap, that's your opportunity. By just mastering these basics now, you're not just catching up, you're getting a massive head start on pretty much everyone else. Okay, so how do you get that head start? Well, it's not some big, complicated secret. It's all about building a few winning habits. We're talking small, consistent changes that create absolutely massive results over time. First things first, let's make sure we're on the same page. When we say financial literacy, all we mean is the essential skill of knowing how money works. You know, budgeting, saving, borrowing, and spending smart. That's it. It's not rocket science. And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? It's a choice between two paths. Over on the left, you've got all the traps, those impulse buys you see on TikTok, racking up credit card debt, and maybe the biggest lie we tell ourselves, I'll start next year. But on the right, that's where the magic happens. Budgeting, saving a little day each time, and investing early. Every single day, you're choosing which path to walk down. So let's make this super concrete. Here are 4 foundational habits you've got to build. Number 1, pay yourself first. What that means is your savings account gets the very first dollar from every paycheck, not whatever's left over. Second, track your spending. You have to know where your money is actually going. Third, get really honest about your needs versus your wants. And number 4, avoid bad debt. That high-interest credit card debt, it's literally designed to keep you trapped. Steer clear. Okay, but habits are hard to stick with if you don't have a why. And that's where goals come in. They give your money a purpose. Without a goal, saving just feels like punishment, right? And here's a crazy stat. Only about 20% of people actually write down their financial goals. So just by writing yours down, you instantly join the top 20% of planners. It's that easy. I love this quote because it really captures the mindset shift we're talking about. See, true wealth isn't just a number in your bank account. It's the knowledge and the ability you have to create the life you want. It's about being in control. Let's make this real for a second. Let's say you want a new laptop and it costs $600. Now, that might feel like a lot of money to come up with all at once, but what if we just broke it down? If you give yourself a year to save for it, that $600 goal suddenly becomes just $50 a month. Now, that feels a whole lot more manageable, doesn't it? And if we take it one step further, it's just $12.50 a week. I mean, that's literally skipping one takeout meal or a couple of fancy coffees. All of a sudden, that impossible goal feels totally achievable. That right there is the power of breaking big goals into small, winnable steps. Okay, you really need to listen to this next part. This is maybe the single most important concept in this entire explainer. When you're young, time is your financial superpower. It's all about the unbelievable magic of starting early. Here's a really simple way to think about it. Investing is like planting a tree. The sooner you plant that little seed, the more time it has to grow into something huge, all without you having to do much extra work at all. So what does this superpower actually look like in the real world? Take a look at this number. $473,000. Any guesses what that represents? That is the potential difference in your retirement savings if you start at birth versus waiting until you're 32. It's a mind-blowing amount of money, and it's all thanks to the power of time and compound growth, which is just a fancy way of saying your money starts earning its own money. This chart breaks it all down. Let's say you invest just $100 a month for 30 years. The first bar shows what you put in, $36,000. But now look at that second bar. With average market growth, your total could be over $90,000. That huge chunk on top, that's not your money. That is pure growth. That is your money making money for you while you sleep.
Okay, so knowing all this is great, but information without action is useless. So what can you do, like, today to make this stuff a reality? Let's get into your first real, actionable steps.
Here it is, your 5-step quick start guide. Number 1, for just 1 week, track every single dollar you spend. Just be an observer. Number 2, write down one money goal for 2026 and stick it somewhere you'll see it every day. 3, automate your savings. Set up a recurring transfer, even if it's just $5. Start the habit. 4, learn one new thing about finance this week. Watch a video, read an article, anything. And finally, number 5, talk about it. Share one thing you learned from this with a friend. Break the taboo.
And I want to leave you with this really powerful idea from Stephen Covey. Your real security in life isn't your paycheck. It's your ability to learn and adapt. And that's the muscle you're building by focusing on these skills.
So let's end with this. Don't just watch this and then move on with your day. Ask yourself this question. What is the one choice you'll make today, like right now, that your future self is going to thank you for?